Good morning, everyone. We got the fall major this week, which means get a little bit different kingmakers for the top 3 people, and you get a little more clan points as well. But other than that, for the most part, pretty much the same as the regular tournament. I'm going to do a rookie guide here. And I'm going to try to stick with these clubs for pretty much every hole for the most part. I may switch to Big Dog at some point, but I'm going to try this for now. So hole number 1 is actually going to be a pretty difficult hole. May not be too difficult to get the birdie, but definitely a pretty difficult hole to get the eagle on. And so I'm going to try to go this direction right here, and try to go in between these 2 sets of bunkers, and sort of just try to get as far down there as I can get. You can go to the left over here, but it's kind of risky. If you don't get as far left as you need to, you could be stuck behind the trees over there on the right side, so end up blocking yourself out on the second shot. So this will be pretty close right here. You may have a shot in between the trees. So I'm just going to try to go straight through here. And there's a little bit of curl to the right. Just because I'd rather be on the right side of the fairway than the left. Gives a little bit better angle for the second shot. And I think that'll be alright. We'll see. You definitely can bring extra mile. Yeah, that's probably your only other good option in rookie. To get a little bit more distance and get around the corner. You just have to be careful to hit perfect ball or great ball. To make sure that you can avoid the bunkers. Because that's really the one danger with going this way is landing in the bunkers on the drive. Made it through. So we'll clear that tree pretty easily, it looks like. Go full backspin, and looks like a Saturn. Maybe a little bit better option here. But this club's about 1.5 per ring, so we'll go ahead and put it on the green and take our birdie. So I think for rookie, the 2 main balls I'm going to be using are going to be Titans and probably Quasars. And if you don't have any Titans or Quasars, one thing you can do is purposely fail to qualify in Rookie on the first day, and that'll give you the $2 offer. And the $2 offer, I believe, is 25 katanas and 500 gems for $2. So katanas are really good balls for this tournament as well, and you can use the 500 gems to get some Titans, Quasars, whatever you need. There are also 2 balls out for this tournament. The Autumn Ball, I think it is the same stats as the Gear Ball from the Labor Day tournament. And then there's the Harvest Ball, which came out last week, which is basically like a Titan with more side spin, I think. So I don't think either one of those are going to be that beneficial for Rookie. So hole 2 looks like we're in backbone range. And I'm going to try aiming about maybe 1 grid line to the right of the hole. And I'm going to adjust about 10% extra. So 3 rings there is about 4.5 in wind. Not bad. Looks like we need to start a little bit farther right of the hole. At least 2 grid lines, I'd say. Or maybe you can adjust a little bit more wind. Maybe adjust about 20% more wind instead of 10%, and maybe a little more downhill than I thought. But easy birdie there, and pretty decent chance at an eagle as well. Next hole, yeah, we should be able to stick with the same bag. And quarterback is going to be especially important on the drive on this hole, just because you're going to want to really really make sure that you're in the fairway. So if you look closely, you can see this fairway slopes pretty hard right to the left. So I'm going to do a couple things to fight against that. And you can see the ball guide sloping pretty hard right to the left as well. So I'm going to play my rings. I got full side spin to the right, and I'm going to curl it to the right as well. And hopefully that'll keep me out of the rough. And that works pretty well. So that's all you really want on the drive. You could try Big Topper on this hole, just to get way down there and get yourself in the long iron range, as opposed to fairway wood range. But that club is just so inaccurate. I'm not sure if it's worth the risk or not. So I'm not sure if we can stop this before the green or not. So I'm going to come over here and curl it. I think this is around a little bit less than 2 per ring. So I played about 2 rings there. And then I'll use a lot of curl to try to bring it back over that direction. That's not bad. It's an easy eagle, pretty safe eagle as well. I didn't really put myself in any danger of going in the bunker there, so if you have a Guardian's definitely the club you want to go with on that shot right there, as you'll see right here. So, as you can see, it just makes that shot much easier right there. So that's our first eagle right there. I think should be able to eagle all the par 5s in rookie. And then I'm thinking hole 8 is also going to be a pretty easy eagle opportunity, so I think my goal score for rookie would be probably minus 13 or so. So I'm going to use a Quasar right here, just for the side spin. As you can see, we're going to need quite a bit of side spin to the right here. And you can see this hole's a little bit downhill, so I'll probably play about 10% extra wind. Oh, wow. Okay. So it definitely looks like we want to avoid that. So, play this about 3.3 miles per hour of wind. I'm going to try one topspin, see how that works. And I'm going to go 2 rings. Which is about 3.6 in wind, I think. So a little bit of an over adjustment, but yeah, so one topspin is pretty good right there. It should keep you from going over the green like our opponent did there. We'll see if he misses and can take an easy win or not. I think so. Yeah, so since this is a replay, that means his opponent made a par as well, so this is definitely probably the hardest par 3, I'd say. I think hole 1 may be a little bit harder of a hole. Hole 1 and maybe hole 9. But this is definitely going to be the hardest par 3, I think, so nothing wrong with an easy birdie there. Hole 5. So we may be able to drive. We'll have to see. We may be able to get way down here on this drive. To the same fairway that the green is on. I'm not sure. I have not played this hole from the first tee yet. It looks like we probably can, though. So let's see if this makes it down the hill or not. When you go down this hill, you kind of want to be on the right side. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, so when you go down that hill, you want to be as far right as you can. It seems like the slope is a little bit steeper. So let's see if we can do the same thing with the quarterback. Ooh, doesn't look like a quarterback's going to be enough. That's alright though. That'll set us up with a short iron shot. So as you can see from our opponent, if you use an extra mile, you can make it down the hill. And if you use a quarterback, it looks like the best you can hope for is the top of the hill. So I think this is probably going to be the easier eagle, just because, as you can see, it's pretty flat. So not much elevation change, whereas I think we're going to have to play about probably 50% extra wind. Honestly don't know. So this is 2 per ring, 50% extra wind. So probably play this right at 2 rings. I think the wind adjustment is correct, but I have no clue if the spin adjustment is correct or not. So my recommendation would definitely be to bring the extra mile on this hole like our opponent did, and get it down to that second fairway. So hole 6 is the second par 5. I don't remember what the distance on the Viper is. 170 yards. So I think that should be enough. We're definitely going to go with the Titan. Once again, I think we're going to be able to get far enough down the drive that I think the Viper will be alright for our second shot. So our opponent brought extra mile here, which may have, yeah, it may be the better idea than to bring quarterback on this hole. That fairway over on the left is probably where you want to be. Let's see if we can get over there or not. I think so. I think if we just don't overpower it at all, I think that second bounce might land short and then bounce us over to the fairway. Ooh, just barely. So yeah, I would probably bring extra mile to this hole as well. I had kind of forgotten about this fairway over here on the left. I was kind of thinking worst case scenario, playing over from the fairway on the right. But the fairway on the left is it's a much straighter shot. You don't have to use any curl, so it's probably definitely the way to go. So I wouldn't bring quarterback on this hole either. So hole 5 and 6, I would definitely bring the extra mile. And once again, if you have Guardian, as you can see, really simple second shot. I think I'm going to try a rough bump. Oh, no, I'm not. Don't have enough distance. So what I'm going to try is, I don't think we need any topspin. So with our Viper, we're going to land about 2 rings farther up with the wind. So I'm going to adjust for the wind. So about 2.5 rings. And then I'm going to push the ball guide back up. Maybe take off just a little bit. But what that allows us to do is not use any topspin. Dang it. So maybe we needed just a little bitty bit of topspin. But if you play the hole like our opponent played, with extra mile, you won't need any topspin on that. And if you bring Guardian, obviously you can fly it to that last fairway and stop it right next to the hole. But should still be a pretty easy eagle here for us. So being this close, I should just be able to aim it on the edge of the hole like this. And go for the dunk shot. The one thing to make note of on these greens is that a lot of them is to make sure and move your ball guide around a little bit before you pick a spot to land on them for chip shots. I've noticed a lot of them kind of have a glitchy ball guide, so you want to make sure that you find a landing spot that has a good ball guide that doesn't move around too much. So we'll go back to a Quasar here. I'm not sure which way to play this one in rookie. Kind of like this route over here. I'm not sure if we can reach or not with a backbone though. This seems like a really safe birdie though, playing it this way. Yeah, I like that a lot. So we'll see if we can play that shot or not with the backbone. Yeah, just barely. So we're probably going to overpower this quite a bit. And we'll go with 4 bars of backspin. If you bring a Goliath, you won't have to overpower it like this though. But I like this shot. It seems like a really nice, safe, easy birdie. played over on the right side yet, bouncing it off that big slope, but to me this just seems like the less risky shot. I think this hole, making a hole in one of this hole's gonna be very little skill, a lot of luck. So I'm more than willing to take the easy birdie. Hole 8. I'm thinking all we'll really need here is the quarterback. I think we should be able to drive this green. We'll see. I didn't even really consider threading it between these trees. This may work though. I think he may be too far though. Oh, okay. So that doesn't quite work. What I want to do is a hook shot. So let's try that. Let's try 3 backspin. Let's try to land right here. So I'm going to go 25 rings from here. So 10, 20, 25. And just see how that works. It's kind of a first pass at it. It may be good, may not be good. So looks like... Got reasonably close. Maybe a katana ball, give you more side spin. And I didn't see exactly where I landed. You may be able to go less than 25 rings. And that'll pull you farther back left as well. So, once again, that is a replay. So, that means that both he and his opponent made the eagle. So, kind of tells you how easy this hole's playing. So I think this is probably about quarter club. So I'll play about 1.1 miles per hour of wind. I usually play razor at 1.5 per ring, so 2/3 of a ring maybe. So I'll go back and look at that replay real quick and see if I think 25 rings is the correct play or not on that hook shot. So let's see how close to the edge of the fairway we get. Not terrible. So yeah, I would definitely go with a katana maybe. I think the backspin is pretty close. I'd go with the katana and maybe instead of 25 rings, I would give 20 a shot. The worst thing that could happen is that you could land in the rough, which I did anyways. but you'd fly in the rough. So you really want to get as aggressive as you possibly can, it seems like. Okay. So big dog, quarterback, and Titan ball. But yeah, I think that's going to be my recommendation on hole 8. Go 20 rings for that hook shot with the QB. And just see how it works. Kind of fine tune it from there. Because I think you can land in the fairway right up next to the green if you fine tune it and figure out that exact hook adjustment. So this hole right here, so I'm going to use this little fairway over here. I'm going to play my rings and a little bit of curl. The good thing about quarterback is you should be able to hit a great ball and still make this little fairway over here work. But I think this is going to be the easiest way for rookies to play this hole. Going over here to this left fairway is going to lead to an incredibly long second shot with a kind of a weird angle. And with the limited clubs that most rookies have, I think it's going to be pretty hard to eagle from over here. Whereas the shot that we're going to play, really you just need to hit perfect ball. I think big dog is 2.5 per ring. So I'm going to set it up something like that and try to hit perfect. There we go. So it should be an easy eagle there. So that would mean that we got all 3 of the par 5s. We did not get number 8 though, so we did not get minus 13. I think minus 12 it's gonna be a good score, no doubt. It's a difficult course, and there are holes that you can get in trouble on. But I think if you can shoot minus 13 twice on the weekend round with a minus 26, definitely give you a shot at that gold banner. And as I said, I wouldn't go left on this hole. Bring your quarterback and put it right up at the edge of that fairway like I did. And it just leaves you a much simpler second shot. Alright, so I think that about wraps it up. So I will do a pro guide tomorrow with the same account, but we shot a minus 12 there if we didn't forfeit out. And minus 12, let's see. Yeah, so none of these guys that shot minus 12 have. There's one that has a gold banner. So yeah, I think you really are gonna have to shoot minus 26 at least to win gold in rookie. So really focus on hole number 8. Get that hook adjustment dialed in, and I think you can shoot 13 under pretty easily. So that's how I would play these holes in rookie. Hope you guys find it helpful, and good luck. Go get them major gold banners this weekend.